We've all been there. That moment of just total silence, when everyone's looking at you, waiting. We dread it. But what if I told you that pause, that dead air, could actually become your secret weapon? We're about to find out how to turn that moment of sheer panic into a really powerful communication strategy. I mean, have you ever had that feeling, right? Someone hits you with a question you didn't see coming, and your mind just goes blank. It's this universal moment of panic. It feels like time slows way down, and you can almost hear the silence getting louder and louder. And here's the real kicker. Inside your head, it's a total mental scramble, just pure panic. But on the outside, what does everyone else see? They just see awkward silence. They see dead air. And that, unfortunately, can make you look like you've lost all your credibility in an instant. But don't worry, we're going to fix that.
So to solve this, we've got to get to the heart of the problem first. Let's dive into Section 1, the panic of dead air. We need to understand what's really going on in those moments.
Okay, this right here is probably the most important thing to grasp. That feeling of your mind going blank, it's not because you have nothing to say. Not at all. It's because your thoughts are just disorganized. You have all the information in there, your brain just can't find the right file path to deliver it. And reframing it that way changes everything, because an organization problem has an organization solution. And that leads us perfectly into our first strategy. Section 2, a framework for thoughts. We're going to look at a way to give your brain a structure before the panic even has a chance to set in.
So, I want you to meet the PrEP framework. Honestly, think of this thing as a GPS for your brain. The second you feel lost for words, this simple little roadmap gives you an instant structure. It lets you deliver a clear, concise answer every single time.
And it's an acronym, which makes it super easy to remember. So first up, P is for point. Just state your main point, right up front. Next, R is for reason. Give your single most important reason. Then, E is for example. Back it up with a specific example or some data. And finally, P again. You restate your point to wrap it all up. Point, reason, example, point. See? Simple. The real magic here is simple, but it's so profound. By giving your brain this little 4-step path to follow, you completely eliminate that chaotic mental scramble. You're no longer frantically searching for what to say, you're just following the roadmap.
But, what if a pause happens anyway? That brings us to Section 3, from awkward to powerful. This is where we learn how to take that silence and turn it into a real strategic advantage.
Now let's get one thing straight. Silence itself is not the enemy here. Unintentional hesitation is. The goal is to grab control of that silence and actually use it with purpose. It's all about shifting from an accident to a strategy. And the difference in how people perceive you is huge. An awkward pause makes you look lost, totally unsure of yourself. But a powerful pause, that makes you seem thoughtful, deliberate, and in control. It's the exact same moment of silence, but one feels accidental and the other feels totally strategic.
So when do you use this? Well, there are 2 perfect opportunities. First, right before you answer a really complex question. That short pause signals, hey, I'm taking this seriously. And second, to add emphasis right before you deliver your most important point.
Let's actually see how that works for adding emphasis. Just imagine a speaker, and they want to make sure their key point really lands with the audience. They might start to build up the anticipation.
By kicking off the sentence to get everyone listening, something like, the most important takeaway from all of our research is,
And then they just pause, right there. See what that does? That little moment of silence makes you lean in. It completely focuses your attention on whatever is about to come next.
That client satisfaction is up 15%. That pause gives the number so much more weight and impact than if they had just rushed right through it. It is a complete game changer.
All right, so let's pull all of this together. Section 4, your new communication tool. This is how you combine everything we've just talked about.
What you have now is this amazing 2-part toolkit. First, you've got a way to prevent dead air from even happening by using the PrEP framework to structure your thoughts. And second, if a pause happens anyway, you don't panic, you embrace it, and you turn it into a powerful, strategic moment.
And really, that's what this is all about. It's a mental shift. You are literally transforming a moment of pure panic into a moment where you are completely in control, a moment of power.
So, I'll leave you with a question. Think about it. In your next meeting, your next presentation, or even just your next conversation, Where will you use your first powerful pause?